Welcome to My Utmost for His Highest for January 21st. Recall what God remembers. Let's look at Jeremiah 2, verse 2. Jeremiah 2, starting at verse 1, Israel forsakes God. The word of the Lord came to me. Go and proclaim in the hearing of Jerusalem. I remember the devotion of your youth, how as a bride you loved me and followed me through the desert, through a land not sown. Recall what God remembers. Am I as spontaneously kind to God as I used to be, or am I only expecting God to be kind to me? Does everything in my life fill His heart with gladness, or do I constantly complain because things don't seem to be going my way? A person who has forgotten what God treasures will not be filled with joy. It is wonderful to remember that Jesus Christ has needs which we can meet. Give me a drink, John 4, verse 7. How much kindness have I shown him in the past week? Has my life been a good reflection of his reputation? God is saying to his people, you are not in love with me now, but I remember a time when you were. He says, I remember the love of your betrothal. Jeremiah 2, verse 2. Am I as filled to overflowing with love for Jesus Christ as I was in the beginning, when I went out of my way to prove my devotion to him? Remember when you first became a Christian? I think we were all pretty excited back then, right? Does he ever find me pondering the time when I cared only for him? Is that where I am now, or have I chosen man's wisdom over true love for him? Am I so in love with him that I take no thought for where he might lead me? Or am I watching to see how much respect I get as I measure out how much service I should give him? That's pretty good. I'm going to read that again. Am I watching to see how much respect I get as I measure out how much service I should give him? As I recall what God remembers about me, I may also begin to realize that he is not what he used to be to me. When this happens, I should allow the shame and humiliation it creates in my life, because it will bring godly sorrow, and godly sorrow produces repentance. 2 Corinthians 7, verse 10. And I think this happens to all of us, right? We're so excited at first when we become a Christian and we want to try to do everything right and please God and go out of our way to be doing little things for other people and missionary work and helping at church and helping our neighbors and just helping everywhere we go. But then we kind of get away from that, right? And that was what he was saying to his chosen people, Israel. Remember when you were first knew me and how excited you were. So I hope today, my friend, that we can all kind of get back to that place where we're very excited to be serving Jesus and serving other people. And, and again, like I said, in the grocery store line or, at school or work or wherever you are, there's so many little ways that we can just be helping and blessing people that you might really be able just to kind of flip their day around, right? You don't know what day, kind of bad day or not so good day somebody's having, but just a kind word, even opening the door and just smiling. I'm smiling all the time at people. So a lot of people don't smile and they're like, that lady's smiling, but I like to just give smiles to everyone. It brightens their day. So I hope today you get back to Jesus, your first love. Remember how excited you were back when you first became a Christian and knew him, and just be out there doing great things for Jesus. We'll see you tomorrow. You can order your own copy of the My Utmost for His Highest devotional book by going to utmost.org. And I would love to answer any questions you may have about faith in Jesus. Just email me through my website, nancyjoytoyou.com. And I hope you go out and shine for him today. See you tomorrow.